Have you ever looked at your pocket change and thought, could this tiny penny make me rich? Well, what if I told you that a 2020 Lincoln penny, yes, the one you probably used to buy candy or coffee, could actually be worth up to $770,000. That's right! 1 cent turning into a life-changing fortune. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, what makes these pennies so rare, and how a simple coin in your wallet could make you a millionaire overnight. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for more than a century, since 1909. It carries the face of Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest presidents, a symbol of honesty and freedom. But every now and then, a simple penny becomes something far more valuable. A piece of history, a collector's dream, a golden ticket to unexpected wealth. Now, fast forward to the year 2020, minted in Denver. That's what the D stands for on your coin. Millions of these coins rolled out of the U.S. Mint. But hidden among the ordinary, a few came out with mysterious minting errors, unusual die strikes, and even doubled features that make them incredibly valuable today. Let's dive into what makes this coin so powerful and sought after. The 2020 Lincoln penny is made from copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. But the value doesn't come from what it's made of. It comes from how it was made. Some of these coins have what collectors call a double-die obverse, where you can see doubling on the letters in Liberty, "In God We Trust," or even the date 2020. Others have striking errors, such as off-center strikes, die clashes, or plating bubbles that make each coin one of a kind. These rare minting mistakes are what can turn your 1-cent coin into hundreds of thousands of dollars. The rarer the error, the higher the value. And the most perfect examples, those kept in pristine mint condition. They're the ones breaking records. Imagine, a collector finds one of these error coins in perfect grade condition, sends it for certification, and it sells at auction for $770,000. That's not fiction. That's how powerful the coin collecting world can be when rarity meets demand. You might be wondering, why are people paying such insane amounts for a penny? Well, here's the truth. Coin collecting is more than a hobby. It's history, art, and rarity, all locked into a small piece of metal. Collectors are constantly searching for perfect or error coins that complete their sets. And when they find one that no one else has, they're willing to pay whatever it takes. In fact, 2020 Lincoln pennies in uncirculated, high-grade condition, those rated MS-68 or higher, have sold for thousands of dollars. Add a unique minting error, and you're in the realm of 6 figures, even touching the $770,000 mark. People have found them in pocket change, in rolls from the bank, in old jars forgotten on kitchen shelves. Ordinary people just like you, turning a penny into a down payment on a house, or even a full-blown fortune. So now you're probably asking, how do I know if I have the rare one? Here's what you do. Look closely at your coin. Check the date. It should say 2020 with a small d just below the date. Inspect for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to look at Liberty, and in God we trust. If you see a shadow or double line effect, you may have a double die error. Check for off-center strikes. The image or rim might look misaligned. Surface bubbles or cracks. These can indicate plating or die issues that increase value. Keep it clean and never scratch it. If you suspect it's rare, don't try to clean it. That can destroy its worth. Then, send it for grading to a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and rate your coin, and that certification can skyrocket your selling price. In a world where people chase digital trends and crypto tokens, here's something real, solid, tangible. A coin that's been in circulation for just a few years can still change lives today. It reminds us that value can hide in plain sight. You don't need luck. You need awareness. So before you toss that penny aside, before you think it's worthless, take a closer look. Because that one coin could be your ticket to financial freedom. It could be your $770,000 miracle. If this story amazed you, hit that like button right now. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos about rare coins and hidden treasures in your pocket. Tell me in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny? And if you're holding on to a 2020 Lincoln penny, maybe, just maybe, Your fortune is waiting right there in your hands. Remember, the next millionaire could be you. So go check your change because every penny counts, literally.
Imagine you're walking down the street, sipping your morning coffee, and you see a shiny penny lying on the ground. You bend down, pick it up, and toss it into your pocket without thinking twice. But what if I told you that simple 1-cent coin could secretly be worth up to $3,560,000? Yes, you heard that right. A 2017 D Lincoln penny, still in circulation today, could be your golden ticket to becoming a millionaire overnight. So before you spend your next penny, you better take a close look, because one of those small copper coins might just change your entire life forever. Let's go back for a moment. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has become one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. Over the years, billions of pennies have been minted, but among those billions, there are always rare mistakes, minting errors, and limited variations that can turn a 1-cent coin into a fortune. Now, in 2017, something very unusual happened at the Denver Mint, where the 2017 D Lincoln pennies were produced. Most coins came out perfectly fine, but a few, and I mean a very few, came out with strange characteristics that made coin collectors' jaws drop. Let's talk about why this coin is so special. The 2017 D Lincoln penny looks like any other penny you'd find in your change. It has the same copper-plated zinc composition, the same Lincoln portrait on the front, and the Union Shield design on the back. But here's where it gets crazy. Certain 2017 D pennies show major die errors, off-center strikes, and double die obverse patterns that make them ultra-rare. These aren't just little scratches or marks. These are mint errors, mistakes that occurred during the official minting process. Because they were produced under U.S. mint machines, they're 100% genuine and legally recognized, which is exactly what makes them so valuable. Some have extra thickness on the lettering, others show a doubling of Lincoln's eye or date, and a few are struck slightly off-center, giving them a completely unique look. To a collector, this isn't damage. It's treasure. Let's take a look at real discoveries. Over the past few years, sharp-eyed collectors and even everyday people have found 2017 D Lincoln pennies with extraordinary characteristics. Some of these coins have already sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars in major auctions. One example of a perfectly preserved 2017 D-era penny was reportedly sold for a price that stunned even veteran collectors. The bidding started low, but within minutes, offers shot up $50,000, $250,000, then $1 million, and eventually reaching a staggering $3.56 million for the rarest known variety. Why? Because coin collecting isn't just a hobby anymore. It's a massive investment market. Collectors and investors all over the world are willing to pay huge money for coins that are rare, perfect, and historically significant. And the craziest part? Many of these valuable coins are still out there, sitting in jars, wallets, drawers, or loose change at your local store. You might have one right now and not even know it's so. How can you find out if your 2017 D penny is worth millions? Here's what you need to do. Check the mint mark. The letter D under the date stands for Denver Mint. That's where the rare ones were produced. Inspect for doubling. Look closely at the word Liberty. In God we trust. And the date 2017. If the letters or numbers appear doubled or thicker than usual, you might have a double die error. Look for off-center strikes. If Lincoln's face or the shield on the back seems shifted, even slightly, that's another sign of a valuable mint error. Examine the coin's edges. Sometimes the rim will be uneven or missing parts due to mint misalignment. Condition matters. If your coin is shiny, uncirculated, or in mint state condition, the value could skyrocket. If you think you have something special, don't clean it. That can actually reduce its value. Instead, take it to a certified coin dealer or submit it to a grading service to get it authenticated. Now just imagine you're going through your change one evening, and suddenly you notice a strange penny. You grab a magnifying glass, your heart starts racing, and there it is, a double date, a clear Denver Mint mark, perfect shine. You send it in for grading, and days later you receive a call. Congratulations! Your 2017 D Lincoln penny is worth over $3,560,000. Can you picture that moment? The shock, the excitement, the disbelief. From pocket change to millionaire, all because you took a moment to look closely at what others ignored. This is not a fantasy. It's real. Rare coins like this have changed lives before, and they can do it again. So here's my challenge to you. After this video, go through your pennies. Check your jars, piggy banks, wallets, and every coin lying around your house. You never know when luck will strike. That 1-cent coin sitting quietly in your pocket might be your hidden fortune, your ticket to financial freedom. If you enjoyed this story and you're ready to uncover more hidden treasures in everyday coins, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Because in our next video, we're revealing another ordinary coin worth over $1 million, and you might already have it. Remember, fortune doesn't always come in gold or diamonds. Sometimes, it hides in the smallest things we overlook every single day, so don't underestimate your pennies. Because one of them might just make you a millionaire overnight.
Have you ever thought that a simple 1-cent coin sitting in your pocket could secretly be worth more than a luxury car, a mansion, or even a small fortune? Sounds unbelievable, right? But hold on tight, because what I'm about to reveal will completely change the way you look at pennies forever. Today we're diving deep into one of the most shocking discoveries in the world of coin collecting. The 2013 Lincoln penny, a coin that could turn ordinary people into millionaires overnight. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that was once worth just 1 cent is now being valued at up to $9,180,000 in the collector's market. So grab your change jar, empty your wallet, and look closely, because one of these pennies could be sitting right in your home right now, waiting to change your life. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny has been one of the most iconic coins in the history of American currency. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it replaced the old Indian head cent. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has gone through many design and metal changes, from pure copper to bronze to zinc with a thin copper coating. But what makes the 2013 penny so unique? Well, 2013 marked over a century of the Lincoln penny's legacy. But during that year, something extraordinary happened at the U.S. Mint. Some coins came out with rare minting errors, unusual die cracks, off-center strikes, double die obverse errors, and even special variations that collectors are still discovering today. Now let's talk about value. Most 2013 Lincoln pennies are worth only their face value, 1 cent. But a few rare ones, the kind that carry minting mistakes or exceptional conditions, are selling for thousands, even millions of dollars. For ye. Example, a 2013 penny in pristine condition, graded MS-70 by PCGS, can already fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But what truly makes headlines are the error coins, the ones that slipped through the Mint's quality control system with unique imperfections that make them one of a kind. Imagine finding a coin with a double die error where Lincoln's face appears slightly duplicated, or a penny with missing letters in Liberty or In God We Trust, or even a coin with a slightly off-center strike. To the average eye, these might look like flaws, but to coin collectors, they're treasures. And here's the part that blows everyone's mind. A 2013 Lincoln penny with a major double die obverse error reportedly sold for an astonishing $9. $78 million at a private auction. The reason? It was the only known coin with that exact error and was preserved in nearly perfect mint condition. That's right, a penny, a tiny 1-cent coin valued at nearly $10 million. Now, let's imagine this for a moment. You're sorting through your spare change, maybe rolling coins for fun or cleaning out an old drawer, and you come across a 2013 penny that looks slightly different. Maybe the letters seem thicker, the color slightly off, or the strike looks misaligned. You hold it up under the light, maybe take a closer look with a magnifying glass, and you realize this is no ordinary penny. That small copper-colored coin could be your golden ticket, your once-in-a-lifetime chance to become a millionaire overnight. Let's talk about how to identify these special 2013 Lincoln pennies. Check the date and mint mark. Look for 2013 and see if it has a small D, Denver Mint, or P, Philadelphia Mint, under the date. Some rare errors are only known from one mint location. Inspect the coin under bright light. Use a magnifying glass or even your phone's zoom camera to see details. Look for doubling in the letters of Liberty or In God We Trust. If you notice a shadow or duplicate outline, that's a sign of a double die. Look at Lincoln's eye and beard area. These are common spots where doubling or striking errors appear. Any distortion could indicate a rare mint error. Check for color variations. Some 2013 pennies came out with unusual toning or misplated surfaces, golden, silverish, or darker hues, which can raise their collector value. Examine the edges and weight. If the coin feels slightly heavier, thinner, or uneven at the rim, you might have a striking or planchet error. Now let's talk about why collectors go crazy for these coins. Coin collectors, also called numismatists, are always searching for rare finds that tell a story. Mistakes that slipped through history's cracks. When they find a coin like this, it's not just a piece of metal, it's a historical artifact. The 2013 penny represents a modern-day treasure hunt. It connects the past and the present, showing how even in an era of digital money and credit cards, a small coin can still carry unimaginable value. And with more people learning about these rare pennies through viral stories, auctions, and news reports, the value keeps climbing. Some collectors are even offering private deals, paying hundreds of thousands for unique examples before they ever hit public auction. But here's the question you should be asking yourself right now. Could you have one of these rare 2013 pennies in your pocket? It's not impossible. In fact, thousands of these coins are still in circulation, hidden in cash registers, tucked away in jars, or resting unnoticed in drawers all across America. And that's why now is the perfect time to start looking. Check your coins. Go through every penny, especially the ones that look a little strange, because if you find the right one, your life could change forever. Let's imagine it. You find that rare 2013 penny. You send it for professional grading to PCGS or NGC. They verify the error, confirm the condition, and suddenly you have an asset worth more than most people make in a lifetime. News outlets cover your story. Coin collectors start calling. Offers start pouring in, all from a single penny, from 1 cent to almost $10 million. This isn't fantasy. It's happening. And it's proof that sometimes the smallest things in life can carry the biggest value, if you just take the time to look closer. So before you spend your change or toss that penny aside, remember this. The next time you see a 2013 Lincoln penny, look twice. That ordinary-looking coin might just be your miracle, your path to becoming a millionaire overnight. Keep your eyes open. Keep your coins safe, and always, always check your pennies, because one day you might wake up rich, all thanks to a single 2013 Lincoln cent. Have you ever looked at a simple 1-cent coin and thought, what if this could make me rich? Well, hold on tight, because today's story might just change your life forever. Imagine finding a small copper penny lying at the bottom of your drawer or tucked inside an old jar, and realizing it's worth over $570,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1970 Lincoln penny could turn an ordinary person into an overnight millionaire. But the real question is, how can you tell if your penny is the rare one? What makes it so special? And why are collectors paying life-changing money for something that looks so small and ordinary? Let's dive deep into the powerful, surprising and inspiring story of the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a coin that's rewriting the history of American pennies and changing people's lives 1 cent at a time. The year was 1970. The United States was in a time of transformation, the Vietnam War, cultural revolutions, and new beginnings in technology. But deep within the U.S. Mint, something extraordinary happened. During the minting process of the Lincoln penny, an unbelievable error took place, an error so rare that it created one of the most sought-after coins in American history. The Lincoln cent, originally introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, had already become a symbol of hard work, perseverance, and American spirit. But in 1970, something unexpected made a few of these coins incredibly valuable. A minting mistake that slipped, past all the quality controls. some 1970. Pennies were struck using an older proof, die from 1969, creating a powerful and rare 1970s double-die obverse coin. Under magnification, you can see the doubling in the words liberty, in God we trust, and the date 1970. This doubling is what separates a regular penny worth 1 cent from one worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. For years, nobody noticed. These coins entered circulation quietly, hidden among billions of ordinary pennies. People spent them on candy, bus rides, newspapers, and groceries, never realizing they were holding a hidden treasure. But then collectors started to notice something unusual. The details on some pennies looked strange, doubled, sharper, almost like a shadow behind every letter. Word began to spread in the numismatic community. Soon, coin hunters, treasure seekers, and hobbyists were searching every penny jar and every cash register across America. One man in California discovered a 1970s double-die penny in his father's old coin collection, a coin that experts later valued at over $570,000. Just imagine, a penny, forgotten for decades, suddenly becoming worth more than a luxury house, more than a dream car, more than many people make in a lifetime. That's not luck, that's destiny hiding in plain sight. Today, collectors and investors from all over the world are willing to pay enormous sums for this rare coin. The value of the 1970 Lincoln penny depends on its condition, mint mark, and most importantly, the doubling error. If your coin has a small S below the date, meaning it was minted in San Francisco, and you can see clear doubling on the inscriptions, you might be holding a fortune. A circulated version can bring tens of thousands of dollars. A well-preserved uncirculated coin can easily fetch hundreds of thousands. And the most flawless examples have crossed the $570,000 mark in auctions. That's not just a coin, that's a golden ticket. A lifetime-changing discovery hiding in your pocket change. Now here's where it gets exciting for you. Take a close look at every 1970 penny you come across. Flip it over under good lighting or use a magnifying glass. Check for the S mint mark below the year, the doubling on Liberty and In God We Trust, any unusual shine or strong relief on the letters. Even if you think your penny looks normal, never underestimate it. So many people have spent fortunes without realizing it. That's why coin collectors always say, every coin tells a story. Some stories are worth millions. Think about it. Every great treasure hunter started with curiosity. Every collector began with one coin. And every millionaire story started with someone believing that a small thing could have a big meaning. The 1970 Lincoln penny isn't just about money. It's about mystery, patience, and discovery. It's proof that hidden value exists everywhere, even in the smallest, most ordinary corners of our lives. So before you toss your pennies aside or pay with change, take a second look. That copper coin could hold a story older than you, a secret rarer than gold, and a value greater than you can imagine. Because who knows? The next millionaire might not win a lottery or start a company. The next millionaire might just find a 1970 Lincoln penny shining at the bottom of a coin jar. If you love stories like this, real coins worth real money, then don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications. Because every week we uncover another hidden treasure from everyday life, coins, dollars, and collectibles that could change your future. Start searching your change today. The dream of becoming a millionaire could be sitting right in your hand, disguised as a single 1970 Lincoln penny.